If I said ice devil, I want you to picture a creature in your head. What do you reckon that creature looks like?
The Ice King from Adventure Time.
I'm trying to get it to bite
I'm
me
gonna
later.
go out on a limb and say Gollum.
Gollum? Okay.
I'm thinking basically like the Yeti, but with like extra horns.
Welcome to the Himalayas!
You're all so fucking wrong. Here's the ice devil. It's a big fucking bug.
Huh.
It looks like
Couldn't
the
tell you.
fucking Chozo soldiers from goddamn Metroid Dread. Throwing
Why
me.
is this an ice anything?
Great question.
I have to open up with this. This thing most definitely has an ovipositor.
It probably does. I mean, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say it has an ovipositor. Monster manual.
But you
is
know
just
it
written
does.
there. Yeah. These are usually in the cold layers of Stygia and Cania.
I just feel like no matter how hard I fuck this thing, it's not gonna warm me up.
No, it won't.
It's gonna probably give me frostbite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass. I don't want frostbite on my dick.
It won't warm you up, but it will fill you up.
I can get filled up more easily.
Same.
There are other willing subjects, I'm sure.
These are one of the senior devils as well. So if you fuck a lower tier devil too hard, they might turn into one of these.
Well, now that's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. I think this is a horrible blowjob experience looking at that map.
Yes.
Yes.
Dodgy angle problems, and then just like there's teeth.
But if you lift up the tail and just like curl it over, maybe you can go to town like that, or like get under it.
It's not a snake, is it?
No, it's not. It's not a snake, but it's got a long tail. You can see it sort of curling around the back.
True.
It's just figuring out how to get at that ovipositor. It's just logistically such a pain, not worth it.
It could just lie on its back, and then you know go to town.
Lie on its back and think of England.
No, it doesn't have to think of England. It's already in a cold place. Mostly a pass here. I'm a smash.
Yeah, I'm a
Iris
pass.
is a smash. Everyone else was a pass.
If we run a pipeline into this thing's home, how you
You broke up a lot there, but I'm assuming you saying, can we use it to solve global warming?
Yes.
That's literally like just the opposite plot of what Doom is. You want to run a pipeline literally into hell to solve global warming.
That's fine, right? Nothing went wrong last time.
Yeah, nothing
Nothing went wrong in Doom. Nobody had to shoot a hole into a planet.
Let's go on to the next one before one of us fucks the geopolitical situation as hard as Zenimax fucked Mick Gordon. Here's the imp.
What is there to say here?
These are pretty low tier devils. They're not the lowest tier devil, they're second lowest. The lowest tier devil we will see later and is grim.
Just looks like a high maintenance twink. I'm not here for it.
You know what? You're right. You're 100% right. They can change shape, by the way. I know this is going to be considered cheating by Iris. Not into many different creatures, so not into anything. So I think this probably is, not cheating. They can polymorph into a rat, a raven, or a spider.
Limited selection, but fair enough.
So, we're going to work out who the rat fuckers are in the Discord call pretty immediately.
Is it Iris?
Is it like variations of spiders, like spider girls?
No, it's literally a spider.
That's boring.
Yeah, no, I think
no sexy Shelob.
No, I'm glad somebody else is thinking it.
the imp is a very simple but easy smash. You'll have like a group of like 6 or 7 of them begging for your attention, doing whatever that you want them to do.
Also, scorpion tail.
I
don't want to be doing team management in the middle of fucking.
And if you ever get annoyed by them, you could literally just pick them up and punt them like a football.
Oh, fuck, that's really appealing. Nick, can you please clarify the chemsex bit?
So you see that little tail, that scorpion tail?
Yeah,
That's poisonous.
Okay.
There's got no special effects to it. It's just poison, but I imagine it'll do something to you. Most poisons do.
Yeah, but I would like you to know specifically the effects, and then I can work out if it's worth it. If it's basically
poison damage. That's it.
I just want to know if this is basically I just have a walking provider of poppers.
Let's say it's poppers.
Oh, actually, that does sway it a little bit.
Smash.
I think I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna pass. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You don't want to be gaslit by the imp.
No, I want to gaslight it.
I mean, you can try that as well. Like, they're not that wise.
It just leads into just like spy versus spy.
If I can convince it that it's a scorpion.
Wait, did you say pass or smash? Because you're now a smash.
I said Yeah, I said smash. So I
Okay.
originally said pass, but I changed it to smash. 'cause
Okay.
it's a scorpion.
That's messed up.
It can turn into things, so
Luke, that's messed up.
it is messed up.
It's Luke. So, you know.
It's me.
That's true. We're going to another shape changer. I'm sorry, Iris. But this is canonically the
Iris.
hottest devil, or 50-50 the hottest devil in the book. Say hello to the Incubus.
Ah,
Oh, baby. So,
done.
those of you who only like the female form, don't worry. The Incubus and the Succubus are actually the same
Yeah.
species, and they can just swap whenever they want.
Okay, so like,
Mm.
okay,
They
so,
tend to have a preferred presentation, but that they can swap to whatever you like.
so if we're going by the actual definitions of the word, the difference between a succubus and an incubus is not gender, although it's normally perceived that way, but it's instead the difference between whether or not they are a dom or a sub.
That's not the case in the monster manual. It's just Succubus looks like a woman.
Incubus, at least going by, the meaning of its name, is a creature that is on top. It is the dominant one, while the succubus is the submissive one.
No, in this book, it's just male presenting, female presenting, and then they can swap whenever they want.
They're just normally given their normal gender configurations due to sexism, really.
But this is Gary Gygax's book, remember?
Yeah.
I'll give you more reminders of that soon when we get back to Gary Gygax's Guide to Racism. You thought we were done!
Oh, do I have to
As
resmash?
beautiful as a man this is, I am still, in the end, a lesbian.
But this man could turn into a woman for you immediately.
But then that'd be a succubus. That is another panel.
But they could do it right now. If an incubus turned up and you went, sorry, I'm a lesbian, seconds away from there being a succubus to be in front of you.
Exactly, but that is
You know what?
another panel. We will get there when we
Yeah,
get
but
there.
The thing is, Iris, you play it
You know what, I'm
fast
gonna
and
smash.
loose with the rules. You're going, well, an incubus is a dom, a succubus is a sub. That's not
But
the
we're-
definition we're using here.
That's not the definition we're using here. We're using Gary Gygax's Guide to Sexism. This is a man.
Yeah, but hear me out for a second. If we're not using the traditional definition of this, we could just make up our own. He could be incubating something.
I'm a smash because I'll just ask for
Yeah,
what
I'm
I want
smash.
and then I'll get what I want, which is
I apparently get what I want immediately. Which is great.
I will give
I'll
advice
get what I
in chat about this thing. Just keep trying. You'll get it pregnant him pregnant eventually. Just gotta keep trying. Just keep going for it.
One of the items on the
Just
stat block is draining kiss, and hell yeah, I'll be draining something.
Drain my balls into his mouth.
But yeah, it is noted on the stat block that they are really big into consent. They will not try to charm you magically unless it is a self-defense measure. So they'll only use their charm spell to stop people attacking them so that they can make an escape. They want to tempt you. They want you to want it, baby.
I suppose it's more of an ego
Yeah.
boost.
Well, if you don't want it, they don't succeed because their success is to tempt you into sin. They want you to sin. They want you to specifically go out of your way to do something that is considered a sin.
All right, I'm bringing the imp for chemsex.
And actually, by the way, this isn't just a sexual thing on this. The listing just says any kind of sin. It could be just evil acts of any kind, really.
Is
Would it
this
be
sin
gluttonous like eating
by
pizza?
is this sin by your own personal definition of sin, or sin by a religious or another context of sin, somebody else's context of sin?
Remember, in this world, gods are real. So it is a very specific set of descriptions of sins that come under evil acts. They're going to tempt you to murder people. They're going to tempt you to steal things. They're going to tempt you to
Break your oath as a paladin.
break your oath as a paladin. They love doing that. They will go, the stronger your morals, the more they're going to go after you because they really fucking love that.
The incubus thinking he's so great at corrupting people until he meets the oath of impregnation paladin.
Oh my God.
I like hey babe, we should do something naughty, like get the clothes that mix fabrics.
Leviticus is pissed again. They have a deadly kiss.
Yes,
Maybe
we'll
did the
smash.
kiss, they were a poly blend. Obviously, we're good.
I will say the recipient of the fiend's kiss gains no satisfaction from it, experiencing only pain and the profound emptiness that the fiend imparts. The kiss is nothing short of an attack, usually delivered as a final farewell before the fiend escapes. Oh, I didn't add, when they tempt you into sin, the moment you sin and your soul is forfeit, they will kill you.
Nice.
Neat.
Because then then your soul's going to go to hell.
I'm indifferent.
I could go for
Living
it.
is optional.
I'm a yes.
Yeah, I'm a smash. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit.
There's nothing sexier than enthusiasm, so...
Yeah, I just don't see the, well, you might only get a really good go once and then you die. Sure, what a way to go. Let me have a nice time.
That technically means they're serial monogamous. Mahogany. The serial mahogany.
Serial mahogany.
I feel like mahogany would make terrible cereal. Like it wouldn't absorb the milk very well.
Exactly.
We're going to go on to something that's very much not just a guy. This is a weird one. It is a Harkness test pass, despite what Baldur's Gate may have made you think. We go to the Intellect Devourer, aka TikTok.
Smash. Brain fucking.
No, I'm not into that.
It can
Nope.
literally
Brain fucks.
set your intelligence score to 0.
I can do that.
Dumb brain fucking.
I'm
I love it.
resisting. I'm resisting the joke. No, I'm not resisting it. So this is the D&D version of bimbofication, then.
Yes, it can suck your brain right out of your body.
No, I'm good.
It can suck it out through my dick, I'm guessing.
It's a
Honestly,
long
though,
path, but yeah.
here's the thing. My biggest exposure to these things is Baldur's Gate 3, and I see us more like a child than anything. Therefore, I can never.
I keep hearing the sound it would make in my head and I don't want it.
Yeah.
These are not for smashing. These are for protecting, and maybe like putting on like cute little hats.
Yeah, if
Also
there's
brain
an option
fucking.
to just put a small hat on it, then yeah, sure, whatever.
Put some googly eyes on it.
Hell yeah.
It can also teleport directly into someone's skull and consume their brain and replace their brain with it.
God forbid a woman do anything.
It can Weekend at Bernie's you.
That's not how Weekend at Bernie's worked.
So, Nick, what about you?
If you think necromancy is a kind of healing, the Intellect Devourer is a medic. Because if that person's dead, it's just going to hop in there and they're back.
What about you,
I
Nick?
want to see your remake of Weekend at Bernie's. Because it's got some real Last of Us
I'm not
vibes
sure.
going, and I'm here for it.
I'm concerned.
I'm a pass because it breaks my one rule. It looks like a dog.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's basically a
In like the
fucking brain.
loosest kind of fucking definition.
Yeah, it's
Like the most
basically a
loose.
brain.
It looks like someone made a Digimon while drunk, to be honest.
It does a bit, doesn't
Someone
it?
put brain here, give it some legs, done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
pretty
you
much.
Brainmon
Nailed it. I don't know where I'd put it, to be honest. In the folds? No.
on your dick.
I don't know. It's a disastrous hand job waiting to happen. And a hand job is disastrous enough when you think about all the other options that could be happening.
You could quite literally mind fuck.
You could.
I ain't feeling it. Let's go on to the next one. You remember how we liked the air elemental, and by that we didn't like the air elemental. So you know that I think it's a yearbook picture where it's two people, it's Daniel, and then next to it the cooler Daniel.
Yeah.
Take a look at the cooler air elemental, the Invisible Stalker.
I already like what I'm looking at with that picture. Like, I want to be that person right now.
Like, is the Invisible Stalker, is it like a physical kind of thing, just they are invisible?
They're made of literal air.
Yeah, basically an air elemental then.
So we're gonna have the same problem as
It's an air elemental that has been summoned from its native plane and transformed by powerful magic. Its sole purpose is to hunt down creatures and retrieve objects.
This isn't the Daniel Cooler Daniel situation. This is the pre-HRT 3 years on HRT.
I'm gonna pass.
What?
I think the last time I also said it's basically just a breeze on my dick.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's clearly able to literally murder you, so I don't think this is just a breeze anymore.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to don't want
still
an
to strangle
angry
my dick.
breeze.
Basically, like a strong gust of wind.
Now, see what these are is these are invisible tentacles. That's what they are.
Does it suck like a vacuum? It might.
It might,
It probably
yeah.
could.
Well, then rip your dick clean off. Wait, you might be
Yeah,
into that.
I didn't say Shop-Vac.
Yeah, shop vacuums aren't.
Dude,
Look, it's already going to murder you. What's the likelihood? It's just going to suck it clean off.
Oh,
Shop vacuums aren't actually all that much stronger than like normal vacuums. They just have a much wider nozzle.
Well, I do appreciate a new bottom surgery just drop.
I'm a smash on this one.
I'm pass.
I'm passing.
I don't get you all. I don't get it.
I mean, I
Gonna be a breeze on my dick.
Oh yeah.
Or a Shop-Vac on my dick.
me and
Yeah,
KatBat are normal.
None of us are normal.
This is not the most normal of activities.
I gotta say, I'm just disappointed in both you, Goggles, and Luke on this one.
That's fine. We'll make it work.
How we lack
of
adventure
imagination.
in
Yeah.
sticking our
One
dick
time
in a
we have
hoover.
standards.